And
hang on, Micah, not to cut you off. You might want to do your intro again because there's a lag.
is there really lag?
Yeah, because you started. I noticed that yesterday. Whenever you started it, it caught you like maybe half a phrase in to what before to the whole stream, and then it started off with you going gesture drawing. It was weird. They missed the whole first part of you talking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start that over. You guys can just pretend that the first half never happened. Okay, guys, we are back again with another live streaming stream. Basically, what we're going to be doing today is just a quick stream covering some gesture drawing, and we're going to be looking at DeviantArt the first half and just looking at pieces we like and stuff regarding that and talking about art news and art stuff.
Ooh.
And we have Kyle here. That ooh was Kyle.
Hello.
We don't have anyone else at the moment. We didn't advertise this stream like we did before, but as always, if you'd like to join the conversation, follow us on Facebook at the Guild of Nebraskan Artists or Guild of Nebcon Artists, and feel free to join in the fun, or even leave a comment saying that you want in on either YouTube or Facebook. Anyways, so let's start with DeviantArt. Are you ready, Kyle?
I'm ready.
Okay, right off the bat.
Ooh, go to the Cloud 13 one.
Cloud 13.
Or Red 13.
Red 13. What?
It's fourth picture on the top. The
Oh,
wolf
this
with the
one?
glowy blue hands. Yeah,
Oh!
it reminds me of Red 13. It's probably not who that's supposed to be, but
I don't think it is supposed to be him. Are you talking about the dog from FF7?
yes.
Okay, because I was like, that doesn't look like the dog from FF7, but okay. Well, what I like about this so far is the blues. Not saying, I don't think it ebbs 100% well with it, like it feels like it's a separate thing, but I just like the color of blue in general. So, and the flow is really nice on it.
I think I think the flow is really good. I just like the picture. Yeah, it looks like the blue bit, the flames or smoke was an afterthought, but I like the way it looks.
I kind of wish it like followed the same flow as the tail, like with the smoke or flames or whatever.
Yeah.
One of them that I liked right off the bat, the second I opened it, was this guy. Like the shadows were really unique. Like I've never seen a shadow like that. It's different.
Looks like it's watercolor-esque the way they did that.
Yeah, it's very nice cell shading, and
That
looks
reminds
like
me.
they grabbed some textures too and threw it on it. But even so, it fits.
It looks like one of Tim von Ruden's characters. She has a big square thing that she always carries with her that she sits on from time to time. I can't remember the name of her character.
Horse? Oh, I thought you were saying like she used a device while drawing.
No. Tim, the guy from Concept Cookie, has a character that has a big rectangle, a tall rectangle that his character that I think it's for his graphic novel that he's putting together, is always has with her. It's just the ginormous 90s and 80s boombox on top of your shoulder, but instead of the big block that she carries.
It's a nice style. It's a nice thing to have.
DeviantArt can always be so random.
Yeah, you gotta love DeviantArt. Oh, I never did shout out those people who made those pieces. So this guy, Brosa, give him some love and follow him. Very nice stuff. And this one is Velks. So give them some love and follow them. Let's see. If you see anything that catches your eye, let me know.
I like that traditional work. Looks like a robot face. Is it Deadpool?
Yeah, it's Deadpool.
That's Deadpool.
It's a different face, but I like it a lot. Like, look how clean this is. Like, that's crazy. Like, you could see some of the pencil sketch down at the bottom, but for the most part, it's really clean.
It's great cleanup work.
I have no criticism for that.
Nope.
See.
It's outside of my pay grade. Actually, everything we've looked at so far is outside of my pay grade, so...
So, you know how we were talking about tracing the other day? I randomly thought of this because I saw this picture and it reminded me of it. So, not saying that this person traced or anything, but I was looking at old projects at my school that people have done.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at them this morning, and I was really surprised. This one person, I've seen their poster series, and it was amazing. It was all illustrated, and it was these females, like, with the seasons, and it was, like, really cool and stuff. So I found his folder sitting in the classroom because it was, like, an old project that the teachers keep on file that students can look at. I was looking at it. He had tracing paper of those images in there. And I was thinking to myself, he traced every single one of them.
Ouch.
It's so hard to look up to people in my school because, like, I see tracing and copying and, like, 100% copying all the time. And then teachers, like, they encourage it, and then they love it. And then the people who do stuff that's, like, referenced or from the imagination, they don't get as praised, I guess. But I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that because we were talking about tracing earlier.
Yeah.
We don't. Okay, we'll give people some backstory. We don't want to dwell on the criticism or the drama for too long, but one of my favorite artists of all time, or close to all time. I started following him last year, and I was just blown away. And the controversy, we're not going to take sides because we don't. Kyle already know. We already know what side we're on with this, but we don't want to encourage negativity. But we are doing so anyway, so that's a contradiction. But anyways, the whole drama is that this DeviantArt artist slash Patreon artist slash Facebook artist slash YouTube artist has been claimed to trace and copy other works. And the second I heard that, I was like so devastated, and I could see where people were coming from because there's some actual posts floating around online that show the works overlaid, and it's just like, yeah, that's why we were talking about tracing earlier.
Yeah.
And it's so gorgeous. But I wish I could say my true feelings, but I don't want to be that guy. But I'll let everyone decide on their own. So let's see if we see any other pieces, and then we could do some figure drawing. We'll each find one more that we like. And by the way, when we say what we like, that's not knocking anything else that's on here. It's just not our preference. Awkward silence.
There is a lot of pony art on DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
I'm surprised I haven't seen any MS Paint art yet.
People still use MS Paint?
Oh, dude, you don't even know. I see Deviant artists all the time use it, and then not even that, on Level Up, I saw the other day this dude was using it. He made one of the best Microsoft Paint pictures I've ever seen, and I was just blown away that it was all done in Microsoft Paint. It's just like one of those moments where it's like the tool doesn't even matter anymore for him, and he can do whatever. I still don't see anything that catches my eyes, and this stuff that's popular from the past 8 hours. Okay, let's bump it up to 24 hours. Got to go out on a high note. Oh, of course, Lowish. Freaking, I saw this
Yeah.
morning. I see her stuff all the time. It's just like, so good.
Did you watch her thesis film?
No, but I know of it.
Oh, that was really good. Don't really want to elaborate too much on it, just in case for those people who do want to go watch it and stuff. But it's very very well done, very well put together.
Where can you find it for anyone who wants to look?
You can find it on her homepage, which I think she has a link to through her DeviantArt account. I don't remember the homepage; it's been a while since I've watched it. But I actually went to find it after watching her interview with Sycra.
Oh yeah, because I remember she did mention it on there. Wasn't it about like like a company that builds brands based off of like colors or emotions or something?
Right. Kind of.
Holy crud, this is really good.
Nice, Samus.
I think only criticism I can give. And by the way, when I give criticism, I am by no means even near this kind of skill level, but I can at least have something to say. It seems like all the focus, like all the painting and hardcore painting went into Samus, and then the helmet seems like it's the one thing where it looks painted differently. I don't know if you get that.
No, it's two parts of the same hull. It should look the same.
Yeah, it looks really clean and polished up here. And granted, it's a different material than the helmet, but it looks kind of flat in some areas. But that's the only thing I can say because this is like really stellar, like subtle pinks.
The one thing that's getting me is the boob that's further away is the boob that's bigger.
Didn't notice that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a small problem, but
It's yeah. I mean, again, I am not that good, so.
and okay, like I know a lot of people they jump people who aren't even as good as the artist giving critiques, but I will say I have heard that giving criticism to people who, well, giving criticism in general just reaffirms in your head what to do and what not to do, and it makes you that much of a better artist when you go paint the same subject matter because it's fresh in your head. So now that I know that this helmet looks a little bit off from that, I subconsciously, in a way, next project I'll be like, oh, make sure to make everything feel like it's as a whole. And I say that from experience because that has happened with me before. Like I've criticized someone in my class for something during a critique, and then the next project I made sure to follow that up on my own stuff. Otherwise, I'm contradicting myself. So we say this to get better.
Wait, go back.
Yep.
Go back. Go to her picture of Yuri Han.
I've seen this picture before.
Wow. See, that looks way different.
Yeah, it's interesting how like different artists like piece to piece it's so different from one another, but the rendering's like really good on the flesh tones. Like even on the nose, it's that little tiny highlight that sells it.
You are sharing your screen, right? And not keeping it on mine?
Yeah, I'm sharing.
I noticed that the other day whenever we were going back over our gesture drawings, is that it stayed on mine the whole time.
Okay, Kyle, you will find one last one that you like, that you see that catches your eye.
Wait, go back up. Cowboy hat with the star on top.
Oh, is this a painting? It is.
That's a painting. That is an awesome painting. That's a
blue.
bear.
Wow.
That's nice.
Nice expression. Really nice job on the snout, even like catching some of the white of the fur. Like you can even see it reflected. It's like, I don't know, like that's like the magic for me, like just those little things, like reflections and stuff. Man. I think I almost want to say, like, I know I just made a comment about reflections, but maybe like pushing the highlights and making like a really bright white on like the badge somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's one little specular. But yeah, overall, really good job.
I think that would draw too much attention away from the face.
That's a good point.
That's why they didn't do it. Because there is some highlight on the
monocle.
Well, there's also highlight on the star, right underneath, right by the R of the lower part of the sheriff, towards the center part of the star where it comes together on the right side. It's brighter there, and it's brighter by the lettering on the top part of the lettering. But it's not so much brighter that it doesn't detract from the eye and the emotion of the face.
Yeah, because like now that you say that, that's a good point. Because if he did put a specular up there, that specular would ultimately, if you put it on the top part of the badge, that point would just pull you up, which that's not what you want. You want it to draw you in, which it is because it's like light, 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 dark, and then it immediately points down. But if you put it on the right or the bottom, it would still not. It would detract from the piece and make you look and follow the star's point. So he clearly thought that out. I didn't think of that. Wonder what medium he used. Let's see, traditional. It's hard to say. Like, I want to say watercolor to an extent, but some of these extra values, I just don't know. I don't think it's oil, but I could be wrong.
Is it under traditional?
Yeah, it's under traditional.
It's probably mixed media. Because you can see some of the tones that in there would scream Copic and other things too. I mean, some of it screams marker, some of it screams paint, and
yeah, it could be anything. Could even have a combination of color pencil.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, really stellar job. So now we're gonna do some quick gesture drawing for the rest of the night. And here's the guild page I was talking about earlier. If you want to be a part of this, join the Guild of Nebcon Artists on Facebook, and we just send an invite and we'll accept you in. And then this is where we post most of our live streams, and we put our art on there and get encouragement. And overall, it's a really encouraging group. So all we ask is if you join, be really nice. That's all we ask. If you have criticism too, be nice about it. But yeah.
Here's my pear.
Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, that means I need to pull Pixel Lovely back up.
Yep, same here. So let me make sure my tablet's together. So
before we get started, I will be right back.
Okay. So in the meantime, I'll continue doing an artist showcase while Kyle is gone. So one of my favorite artists. Wait, before I do that, let me make sure my software is ready to go, so that way I'm not lagging behind. Okay, my software is ready to go. One of my favorite artists is Heavy Metal Hanzo. He is just phenomenal, and talked to him a few times on the interwebs, and really cool guy all around. This is some of his work.
Ooh, what are you looking at?
I was just doing an artist showcase of one of my faves. His stuff is just all around phenomenal. It's crazy.
I need one more screen.
Just let me know when you're ready and you have Pixel Lovely up, and then I'll be good to go. Just showing off some of the Heavy Metals art, just to kill time.
Decent models only, because no one wants to get flagged. Both genders. Well, that's a different story.
Both genders. We'll do standard.
30-second poses.
Yeah, we'll do 30-second poses.
Ready when you are, sir.
Okay, let me shrink. Okay, that's the right size. Hide. Layers.
Draw from the shoulder. Draw from the shoulder. Yada.
So before we start, I was going to do a quick demo on some of the things we'll do maybe later this week that you can practice in your own time. I'm not even pro at it, so don't. So people in the comments don't be like, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about." Just applying what I've been told. So one of the things for figures that we're going to do later on this week is the challenge is you have to do everything with circles and ovals for the body. Not everything has to be like that, but when you identify a part of the form that could be reduced down to a circle, you enable it. You already know that from drawing the figure with shoulder muscles and all that. But when you see additional form that can create another circle, do that, or do half circles, imply circles, and essentially by the end of it, you want the whole form to have that oval read to it.
So what you're saying is it'll start to look something like this?
I need to look at your screen. Let me see. Yes, but one of the things my teacher... yes and no. You don't put ovals everywhere, though. Otherwise, it looks like a balloon animal. My teacher was actually telling people about that, and right after she said that, all the kids in the class, they were drawing balloon animals. Right after she told everyone that's not what she wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll cover more of it later on this week, and if I have time in school, I'll take some of the pictures of examples that I've done that she kind of liked. And then the other methodology, I remember hearing Psychra talking about drawing with angles before, but basically you're doing that for the figure, but you can't draw. You're restricted from drawing straight lines. And since we were doing this with charcoal in the class, I would probably force us to use a thicker brush with like a lighter opacity, just to get varying effects and stuff. So yeah, drawing the form with just straight lines, no curves allowed. It's really basic, but
talk about super stiff though.
You'd be surprised. You find ways around it, and I wish I could show you some of the ones in class, because I think at the core of everything, since we drew everything so boxy, it does help because you do see things differently, the shapes differently. And then what's interesting is right after we did the straight lines, we did the circular thing that I was talking about. And what do you get when you combine circular and boxy? You get actual form. That's the thing. So yeah, I think that's why she made us do it, because it subconsciously teaches us to see the body as boxy, but then to go back over it and make contour and really nice curvy lines. Yeah. Lines. Yeah.
Lines everywhere. Lines messing up the scenery and breaking my mind. Sorry.
Okay. You're good. You're good. Okay. I'm gonna get a. I don't know what pencil I used the last time, but we'll just go with that guy. Okay.
A sharp and pointy one?
Yeah, I guess that's a sharp and pointy one. Sucks. I'm gonna be reduced to using just my wrist, but I'm perfectly fine. So we'll be doing this for 30 minutes, and then I'll be getting off. But we'll do 30 seconds, and in 3, 2, 1, blast off. Ooh, I got a good one.
Why do I always get this broad? I mean, it's not a bad picture or anything, just... Oh, I'm so sick of doing it. You know?
I wish one of these nights, not on call, or not on stream, but we should do an actual nude figure drawing session. Ooh, naughty, I know. But reason being is I've noticed when I do the figure with clothing, I tend to slow down and tighten up, which is like the opposite of what you should do. And I think it's because I see all this additional information that's there. And I think that's a common thing for people, but I think that's what we should do. Because have you drawn the figure nude?
In real life?
Yeah.
I mean, traditionally? Well, there's those, close encounter moments, with your loved ones and whatnot, but, hey.
But yeah, I definitely think it's like way more beneficial. Like I like drawing these figures, but it's definitely different drawing it with all this information, because then I stop and I feel like I have to draw every detail, which is like not how I've been trained. Jeez, I am going so slow. Usually I'm just like so fast. Like
all I really think about whenever I'm doing this, honestly, whether they're clothed or not, because I just think of everybody being not clothed.
Even me right now.
Everyone's naked all the time. It's the only way to be. Although I'm being a very bad boy because I'm noticing I'm looking at contour at the moment. Of course.
Yeah, I'm doing that too, and it's so weird how I can go from figure drawing class drawing like pretty detailed figures and about the same time, and then go to this and then be slow and want to do every detail, which I don't know, maybe it's something I'm going to have to break my habit digitally. I don't know why I do that. It's these extra details. Well, maybe it's the poses too. Because in person, like people, they don't do these like flippy poses, and I don't know. I'm just being picky. Maybe I just need to reduce it and make them without clothes. Just draw it that way. These are looking so bad.
I honestly can't see your screen right now.
It's fine. Wait, is it sharing my screen at least? Do you know? Not that you need to check.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I thought. Never mind.
It's just I pushed the screen that has the Hangout and stuff on it to the far left.
You're good.
So I could concentrate on the poses that come up.
Yeah, I will say whenever you do life drawing, in person, you won't like charcoal at first, but it's so much nicer. You can get like the bestest lines in like 2 seconds, and you can use your shoulder too, which maybe that's why I don't like digital life drawing.
I use my shoulder here.
I don't. Like, I use my wrist, and it hurts. But I have a smaller tablet, maybe that's why. And my surface is flat. And traditionally, like, you're using easels, so, like, you have full motion, which, down the line, when I get a new setup, that's going to be one of my goals, is to...
Oh, I'm not happy with these today.
I am not either, and I was really happy today, life drawing in school, because I was getting pretty good stuff, and these are horse poop. One of these days I'll get used to tablet life drawing. And for those who say it's the same thing, for me it's not, like, at all. It's like super slidey. I hate that. I'm spending way too much time on the details, and I just can't get over that.
Okay. Can I have something other than the ballerina?
Yes.
Please.
Go for it.
It's like the 5th time I've gotten her in a row. Which means my drawing should be getting better, but they're not.
Sorry, stream, if we're being quiet. Sometimes we focus so much on what we're doing and forget to say stuff. It's just a part of the process. But we encourage all of you to do some life drawing on this lovely site, Pixel Lovely. Thank you, Pixel Lovely, for letting us for giving us a tool to do figure drawing. But yeah, we encourage everyone to do some figure drawing as they watch this, or just do whatever.
Wow.
One of these days I'm going to get my digital skills up to traditional figure drawing, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be happy.
Well, depending upon how much time you put in it, your traditional should be ever expanding.
True. Have you used the Cintiq before?
Yes.
How are they?
I liked it a lot. That's why I drool over the thought of owning one.
Someday I'll get one, but I don't know when.
I don't know. It's so hard to justify that kind of expenditure.
Jeez, I hate this guy's pose that's like super dynamic.
I've had that one.
I've had it many times, and you'd think I'd be able to draw it by now, or decently. Ugh. Throw up at that one. God, I hate these clothed ones. Ugh. It's funny, when I started figure drawing in school, I was like super nervous about it being like nude.
Nude.
And, yeah, just because of like the stigmas and all that crap that society talks about. But like ever since then, I probably can't. If I had a figure drawing session in person and it was clothed, I would just be mortified because it's just like there's so much detail that's lost. It's still there, it's just clothed, and you get so much information. It's easier to read the body. That's why one of these nights we're gonna do some nude ones off stream. It's funny, whenever me and my friend are on our school's shuttle system, it's hilarious. Whenever we talk about figure drawing, you just see like so many non-artists give the typical looks, like, oh my gosh, they're talking about the nude body, and you just see them tense up. And it's just weird. Once you draw the figure enough, it's just like you don't think of it like that. You think of the body as an object, which some people might think's wrong, but like that's all it is. Like everyone has a body, and there's nothing weird about it. It's only weird when we make it weird.
And oh, so many people make it weird.
Jeez, I don't know what it is about digital. I'm so focused on like contour, which is like the total opposite of how I work.
I can tell I was doing this before the stream. Cause you know how you hit a wall with it?
Yeah.
Especially when you're like really not that used to doing it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there for a while already.
It's all good. We'll work through it.
It's a nice post. I actually managed to work that one out.
See, if we do this all the time, I'll eventually get used to digital, and then in the process, you'll finally get a little bit better grips on figure drawing. Not that you don't, because I think just in the few days that you've been doing it, I think yours is far better than half my classmates.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been doing this every day since we did it that first night, so.
And I've already seen, like, in the drawings you showed me before call, they're just so much better. Ugh, this is nasty. I'll work through it.
Yeah, I hate it when you get a pose that you really don't like and it's really evident. Because I'm doing it right now. Oh, really? I'm so sick of the ballerina poses.
Yeah, I got one right now. Just don't know how to draw clothes and gesture. There's got to be a way to do it. Or just maybe just imply it. Just want to draw the model, and then it'd be so much easier to just draw the flesh.
Ooh, yay, one I like. Yeah, it's apparent that I like this one.
Okay. I just pretended like the model didn't have clothes on, and that really helped. Because I just didn't even draw the clothing in. And then it automatically give me time to focus on the figure. So I don't know.
I like breakdancing, dude.
I don't. It's a nice pose, but
That first one you had, that's not the pose that I have right now. I had that one earlier. This is a new pose that I haven't seen of him before yet. I didn't get to finish, go figure. But that's because I'm being too slow and looking at all the wrong things.
I want to go to Steven Silver's like drawing figure classes.
Is his figure drawing or his character design classes that you're talking about? Ooh, that one came out really good. That's toot my own horn.
His figure ones. So I've seen pictures of him posting online of it. It's just some of the stuff people do is just mind blowing.
I think that's true with most of the posts that you see now, is that so much of it is just, it's unexplainable, really. Stop drawing contour. It's a pretty static pose. It's not like he's really doing anything. Dude, it sounds like you're pounding on your tablet.
I'm not. It's this microphone I have. It's crazy it's picking that up because it's like actually super quiet. Crap. I wasn't even focused. Oh god. That one's gonna be bad.
Obvious distractions. Wow, that dude has a lot more muscle on him than I thought he would. I know this is going to sound horrible, but he looked like a stereotypical smoking in the boys' room type thing.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Sure.
Sorry, stream, if we're quiet. I need to figure out how to get my shoulder into this. I have yet to figure out how to do that. Still here, Kyle? Uh-oh. I don't think Kyle's here. Hopefully I'm still streaming. Oh, I think I hear something. Earth to Kyle.
I'm back.
What happened?
My internet decided to poo the bed.
I thought something was up. I was like, oh my gosh, where's Kyle? It's all good.
I have to restart my pixel level.
It's all good.
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What a waste.
You're fine. No worries.
I didn't say anything about signing up. I lost every. Ah, I gotta get everything else set back up again. Hang on. I didn't know they had face and hands and feet things on here too. I knew they had the animal one.
Yeah, I did the hands one. There's another site, shameless plug, called QuickPost. They have that too, and they have like faces, and which is always nice to practice. Like I was doing the hands one for like a month, and that was really nice. But I need to get back to it because my hands are atrocious. But I think everyone's hands can be atrocious. Man, how many ballerina ones are there going to be?
A ton, and no offense, but hopefully you get the rest of them.
Jerk.
Now that is an S curve right there.
Yeah, that one was atrocious. Like I said, one of these days, if we hang out, I want to go to a figure drawing thing together.
It'll be fun.
One of these days we'll do it.
You'll lap. Yeah, you'll be lapping me around the drawing board, but
not necessarily.
Oh, this one's bad.
Usually not like this frustrated with life drawing until it comes to digital, and then it goes to digital, and then I get a little TO'd. And I can tell why. It's just I don't get any fluid motions with the shoulders. I just don't know how to. Maybe if I prop it up like I would for life drawing, like on my board. Maybe if I find a board and do that.
What size tablet do you use, Mike?
It's small.
Like a small Intuos, or?
Yeah, it's a small Intuos.
Oh.
I've seen smaller, but what size do you have?
9x12.
I think. Okay, is that the entire tablet, or is that just the surface that you
My drawing surface is 9x12.
Really? Dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. Mine. Okay, the whole thing is about the size of a sheet of paper. But the surface to draw on is like smaller than, how do I describe it? An envelope or half an envelope.
You got a photo editing one.
I don't even know. I just got whatever's cheap.
Well, my brother had one that was that size. That was the first time I'd ever had experience with the tablet, and it was more so for photo editing.
Just hurts my wrist.
They still work, but yeah, they're tiny. T90 even.
If you don't mind me, how much did yours cost?
About $500, bud.
500? I might have to save up and get one.
Dude, at that rate, you're almost at the 13-inch Cintiq.
True.
Just $500 more, you know.
Just save up for that instead.
Well, I mean,
unless I find one used like yours.
Well, considering I'm on an Intuos, but
this is bad that I can't get the full range of my shoulder.
Well, I mean, you'd have the same problem on a 13-inch too. I mean, honestly, I have range because I am used to drawing that way on here now. I use my shoulder and I use my arm.
Do you have it propped up differently? Like?
No, it's just sitting flat. That's how I learned how to draw. It's like, because remember...
well, that's how I've always drawn, but like I've never been able to use my shoulder on tablet per se.
getting kind of off topic and shameless plug for myself. You remember the fundamentals series and stuff that I was starting, talking
Yeah.
about drawing circles and stuff. That's
Yeah.
what I was talking about, drawing circles wise, is using my shoulder to get movement, and that's why I was so upset whenever I had like almost instant improvement with my left hand when we were doing the left hand exercises the other day, was because I was using my shoulder and I was getting control almost instantaneously because I was using my shoulder and I wasn't using, I wasn't trying to use my wrist.
I think if I find a way to draw bigger during this, maybe if I get like a second monitor too,
that helps a lot. I should mention that.
Because then I could draw the length of the screen. Because I'm only doing it the way I'm at right now. I'm confined to half my tablet, if you get what I'm saying, because the other half's dedicated to the left of my screen.
That's why you're having such a hard time and why you're not liking it, dude. Not only one do I have a bigger tablet, but two, I have my entire screen to work with.
I do have a second screen. I do have a second computer screen that I don't use, so maybe I could find a way to get that, but I don't know setup-wise how to do that.
You on a laptop?
No.
You're on a desktop?
Yeah.
What kind of graphics card do you have?
GeForce, NVIDIA, I don't know. Something NVIDIA.
Whenever we're not on a live stream, I'll walk you through it.
What kind of cord do you use? Like just the standard VGA? You don't have to buy anything like...
Well, I have HDMI on my graphics card.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah. So my other monitor is a 22-inch TV.
That must be nice.
Well, my original monitor is a 21-inch monitor.
Jeez.
We've talked about my incessant spending on tech toys, which is why I cannot stand the fact that I haven't been working in so long. But
same here.
Look at how much better my drawing has gotten. And some people are saying, that's better? Come on, we know you are. It's okay. Oh, I love this pose. I really do. She's got a fabulous body, too.
Which one?
It's the one where the girl's got her butt sticking right out. It's just in the blue jeans and the purple part of the hair up front.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Oh, and then I gotta draw that guy afterwards.
Let me guess, it's the curly hair guy.
No, it's the guy who always has the black towel.
Oh, the naked Asian guy.
He's not naked.
Partially naked.
He's wearing a Speedo.
The thing is, though, it's nice about him, though, is you can see his form.
Yeah.
Really well, so... Okay, we'll do one more picture after this one. Then we'll call it good.
Oh. Keep getting too much space going on.
Yeah, I'll have to try to set up that second screen option, because if I could do that, that'll be a lifesaver.
I mean, you might end up having to get a new graphics card, but I mean,
you never know.
Just depends on how old your computer is, really.
Oh, it's old. I bought it with my own money in 2009. Okay, so that was the last one.
Wow.
Oh, man. That hurts my arm so bad.
Wait, do you have an onboard video card and an external video card? Like
I don't even know. I don't know anything.
Seriously, once we get off the live part, I'm going to bother you about that because it will help so much.
Okay, everyone, that was our live drawing stream. Yay!
Woo!
Sorry to cut it short, everyone, but we will be back again, possibly next coming days. Yay!